Aviation for Girls Connect News. I'm Kristen from Florida, and this broadcast focuses on all the fun we had over the summer and what we are looking forward to as many of our AFG crew is headed back to school. This summer, I enjoyed going on a helicopter ride in a Robinson R-44, and I am most looking forward to challenging myself in my first semester of college when I return to school. What are you excited to learn about AFG crew?
Hi, WAI. I'm Audrey from Minnesota. I'm excited for seeing all my friends back at school. My favorite part of the summer was getting a puppy.
Hi, AFG crew. I'm Anja from California. My favorite part of the summer was spending time with friends and going to the beach. When I return to school, I'm excited to focus on getting good grades and just getting back into the school routine again.
Welcome, WAI. I'm Victoria from Virginia. This summer, I was able to create 3D models to print on my 3D printer and was able to travel across the Northeast United States. This fall, I'm most looking forward to my new experience at Stanford Online High School.
Hi, Aviation for Girls crew. I'm Danielle from Illinois. This school year, I can't wait to meet new people and achieve my goals. My favorite part of this summer was going to EAA AirVenture.
Hey, Aviation for Girls. I'm Zainab from Singapore. My favorite part of the summer was being able to hang out with my friends. When I return to school, I am excited to focus more on my science subjects and learn new things.
Hey WAI, I'm Harkiran from New York. This summer I enjoyed my internship, and I am most looking forward to meeting my professors and making new friends when I return to school.
Welcome, Aviation for Girls crew. My name is Charlotte and I'm from Georgia. I'm excited for learning more about science this year at school, and my favorite part about the summertime was going swimming and hanging out with my friends.
Hi, Women in Aviation International. I'm Gigi from Louisiana, and my favorite part of the summer was when I got to go on vacation with my family, and I'm super excited to focus on computer science when I return to school.
Hey, Women in Aviation. My name's Harnoor. Welcome, Aviation for Girls. I'm Harman, and we're from Toronto, Canada. This summer, I enjoyed marching in the Woman Pilots Warrior Parade, and I'm mostly looking forward to flying when I get back to teaching the simulator. I'm most excited for completing my multi-IFR this month, and my favorite part of the summer was flying.
Hello, Aviation for Girls crew. I am Atsedemaryam from Ethiopia. My favorite part of the summer was my internship at Kristen Aviation, where I got to learn so much about aviation and complete my private pilot season exam preparation. As I return to school for my senior year and prepare for my national exams, I'm also excited to keep growing in aviation, especially through WAI.
Cool. Welcome, WAI. I'm Ariana from California. This summer I enjoyed hanging out with my friends, and I am most looking forward to interacting with people when I teach simulator training.
Hey AFG, I'm Evie from North Carolina. I'm ready for all the exciting classes I'm going to take this year. There's a few that I'm really excited about, and I'm interested in those topics. My favorite part of summer was going to travel all over the world. That was really neat. I got to experience a lot of culture, and I got to go on a lot of airplanes.
Hey there, Women in Aviation International. My name is Maddy, and I'm from the great state of Georgia. My favorite part of my summer was getting to travel, go to summer camp, and fly. I just started school, and I'm so excited for my Homeland Security and Emergency Management course since I am a Homeland Security and Emergency Management major.
Hey, Aviation for Girls. I'm Clarissa from California. This summer I had so much fun going to so many new places, and I'm most looking forward to interacting with everybody when I teach simulator training.
Welcome, WAI. I'm Kate from Texas. I'm excited for math at school. My favorite part of the summer was getting to go to band camp with my friend.
Thank you, Aviation for Girls Connect news anchors, for sharing about your summer activities and for what you are looking forward to as we all start our studies. Aviation for Girls crew, we hope you have an amazing transition to school, maintenance training, flight training, college, and more. We know there is something to learn every day, and we can't wait to hear about all you learn and achieve this year.
Speaking of a lifelong learner, I heard a future pioneer dedicated her life to learning and educating others.
That's right, Audrey. Willa Brown Chappell is a woman of many firsts. She was a mechanic, pilot, activist, lobbyist, business leader, and teacher.
In 1937, she became the first African American woman to hold a pilot's license in the United States. She also became the first woman to hold both a pilot's and mechanic's license.
Willa Brown Chappell was co-founder of the Coffey School of Aeronautics and is responsible for the training of hundreds of pilots, including many who became part of the elite Tuskegee Airmen. Let's hear more about her and her incredible story.
Willa Brown Chappell achieved numerous firsts while dedicating her life to fighting for general and racial equality in the military. Working as a teacher when she took her first flight in the early 1930s, Willa's new hobby began as Chicago became the center for black aviation. At the racially segregated Harlem airport, Willa started taking flight lessons at the Aero Challenger Club. There she met pilot, aircraft mechanic, and future husband Cornelius Coffey. From 1934 to 1937, while she trained to be a pilot, Willa earned her Master Mechanics certificate and a Master's in Business Administration at Northwestern University. When she earned her pilot's license, she became the first African American woman to be licensed in the United States. Willa and her husband opened the Coffey School of Aeronautics at Harlem Airport in 1938, creating the first flight school owned and operated by African Americans to train black men to fly and provide cadets to the U.S. Air Force. This pilot training program led to the creation of the Tuskegee Airmen, with Willa training nearly 200 of the men and women who went on to become cadets or instructors. In 1942, Willa achieved another first when she was promoted to officer in the Civil Air Patrol, the first black woman to attain this role. Willa continued teaching in high schools, focusing on aeronautics and business subjects until she retired in 1971. A year later, the Federal Aviation Administration Women's Advisory Board appointed Willa as the first black woman to serve, staying on until 1974. Willa was remembered for her pioneering spirit until she passed away at the age of 86 on July 18, 1992. WAI is proud to honor Willa Brown Chappell for her trailblazing efforts to champion racial equality in the military as a 2025 Pioneer Hall of Fame inductee.
What an inspiring pioneer. Willa Brown dedicated her life to fighting for gender and racial equality in aviation, the military, and in civilian pilot training programs.
I hope our AFG crew is inspired to reach all their dreams from Willa Brown Chappell's journey. Since we're focusing on lifelong learning, we have a new edition of AFG Fun Facts.
We sure do. Let's take a look at Atsedemaryam's tips for flight simulators.
I've flown across 15 countries. I saw the desert of Egypt, the Alps in Switzerland, and even touched down in Tokyo. All in just 24 hours. Sounds impossible, right? Hi, I am Atsedemaryam from Women in Aviation, Girls in Flight, and I have done all that without a jet license, without owning an airplane, and without wings. So, how did I pull off that global adventure? The secret lies in something truly incredible. Flight simulators. These aren't just entertainment, they are highly advanced, immersive simulation tools that meticulously recreate the sensation of flying with astonishing realism. They allow anyone to experience flying an aircraft to virtually any destination in the world, right from their home. The idea of simulating flight dates back almost a century. The very first truly impactful flight simulator, the Link Trainer, was built in 1929 by Edwin Link. This groundbreaking invention paved the way of something extraordinary, and today, flight simulators are doing truly amazing things. Flight simulators are the safest classrooms in the world for pilots. They allow aviators to practice dangerous experiences like engine failures, severe storms, or mid-air system malfunctions hundreds of times without any real-world risk. This is absolutely crucial for aviation safety. Professional flight simulators for jumbo jets can cost over $20 million to build, showcasing their immense technological complexity and value. As engineers use simulators to test new aircraft designs and cutting-edge technologies long before a single component is manufactured. This drastically reduces development times and costs. Enthusiasts connect online through platforms like Baptism or IVAO to create a living, breathing virtual aviation world. You can fly with real-world air traffic control communication and interact with other virtual pilots worldwide. It's a powerful community. High-fidelity flight simulation is now incredibly accessible on home computers like Microsoft Flight Simulators and X-Plane, and even mobile devices including Infinite Flights. This means anyone can explore the skies and learn complex aviation principles from their own home. Want to know what it felt like to fly a vintage biplane? A legendary fighter from the past? Simulators allow you to step into the cockpits of historical aircraft that no longer fly, preserving aviation heritage. So, whether you dream of being a pilot, an engineer, or simply exploring the world from above, flight simulators offer an accessible and incredible exciting way to start your journey. It shows us that the sky isn't the limit. It's just the beginning of where your imagination and technology can take you. If you can dream it, you can probably fly it in a simulator. Join us at Women in Aviation, Girls in Flight to learn more and maybe even try a flight simulator for yourself.
Great information on flight simulators, Atsedemaryam. Most flight schools around the world have access to flight simulators.
You can also use the Microsoft Flight Simulator and purchase yokes, throttles, joysticks, and rudders to go with the software. Sometimes a great way to practice on a flight simulator is by getting connected with your local Women in Aviation chapter or by attending a Girls in Aviation Day event. I work to teach the Boeing 777 and the 737 flight simulators, and I recommend it as well.
Aviation Day is a great place to learn about flight simulators and explore other aviation sim activities.
You can find a Girls in Aviation event near you under Events on the Aviation for Girls app. Click on the GIAD 2025 to explore the interactive map and see all of the events around the globe.
Hey, Maddy, I heard there were over 160 planned events so far for the upcoming 11th Annual Girls in Aviation Day on September 20th, 2025.
That's right, Evie. Over 160 events have been reported across 30 countries around the world.
That's incredible. If you don't have an event near you, make sure you register on the Aviation for Girls app for push notifications.
WAI hosts a virtual GIAD, and you can also participate by completing one of the activities from the app to enter the annual AFG activity raffle.
And the activity raffle will be pulled live during the upcoming Aviation for Girls Engage e-learning on Thursday, September 25th, focused on electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicles, also known as eVTOLs.
We will meet guest specialist Phoebe Martin, who serves as a business development manager at Archer, a leading electric vertical takeoff and landing eVTOL aircraft company. Registrations open soon on the Aviation for Girls app.
That's exciting. eVTOL had a recent accomplishment. On August 15th, WAI corporate member Joby Aviation completed the first eVTOL air taxi flight between two public airports. Learn more during our Engage e-learning on September 25th.
I can't wait. Speaking of accomplishments, let's celebrate what our AFG crew has achieved.
Congratulations to Aviation for Girls anchor Atsedemaryam for completing your private pilot written prep and for your internship at Crimson Aviation.
Thank you, Zainab. My internship at Crimson Aviation has been such a great experience. I advanced with my private pilot written exam studies supported by experienced and passionate mentors. This experience taught me so much about the aviation industry.
Congrats to AFG anchor Maddy for completing 3 written tests. Maddy completed her instrument ground instructor, flight instructor, and instrument written tests. Way to soar, Maddy.
Thank you, Harkiran. I've been focusing on helping others study and currently working on my FOI, which is my Fundamentals of Instructing test, my Advanced Ground Instructor test, my Commercial Written, and my Flight Instructor Writtens.
Way to soar, AFG anchor Audrey, for growing her aviation skills at a pre-flight aviation camp in Colorado. Congratulations.
Thanks, Charlotte, at pre-flight camp in Colorado. I learned a lot about all things aviation. My favorite part was doing a barrel roll in a simulator. I may or may not have crashed. Oops.
Way to go, Sarika from Virginia, for continuing to first place for STEM animation at this year's Technology Student Association Technosphere Conference on May 4th, 2025. Sarika was team captain for the animation focused on robotics in the automobile manufacturing industry. Way to go, Sarika. Check out her amazing animation.
Robotics in automobile manufacturing.
So, Henry, what's this factory tour going to be about? We're just going to see how cars are made?
Oh, I remember in our history class, we learned about the Ford Model T cars that were made in the early 1900s. It was such a great advancement that sped up the automobile industry. In a human assembly line, each person has one job that they repeat, and a vehicle is assembled step by step.
That would make the process much faster, but I'm sure the automobile manufacturing industry has changed a lot in 100 years, right?
How'd it change, Clara? Did a wizard come and magically change it?
Actually, the majority of our vehicles ride on robot production. It's crucial because humans don't have to do dangerous tasks like welding and cutting during mass production, and robots are far more accurate. I'm Mr. Otto. You must be Henry and Clara. I'm going to be your tour guide around the automobile factory. You'll find there's a lot of variety in our robots.
We learned about this in school, so we're ready.
That's great. Let's go to the first factory. Here we are.
Whoa! How are these carts moving on their own?
Haha, I programmed them. These are material handling robots. Their job is to move supplies. Autonomous mobile robots like these can use sensors, cameras, and advanced technology to move heavy objects while traveling on wheels. This is a welding robot. See those sparks? The robot is dealing with really high temperatures to melt metal pieces together.
Whoa, this welding robot has a dangerous job. It requires high accuracy to prevent injuries, so it's a good thing we have a robot to do it, so no humans get hurt.
This is an assembly robot. Right now it's assembling the metal frame of a car.
I see they have a versatile range of motion.
And it's fast too. Imagine how many new cars they've made using this robot.
Let's move on. Additionally, you can find robots implemented in painting. Here we have an articulated painting robot.
These joints behave like an arm. This robot can paint every part of the car.
Lastly, once a car is complete, a vision-equipped robot conducts a final scan. Its job is to inspect cars with cameras and only ensure high-quality parts make it through.
There was such a variety of robotics used to create the same product.
Today we saw material handling robots, welding robots, assembly robots, painting robots, and vision-equipped robots.
Look at that car. It's the final product of what we saw being produced today.
Who knew there was so much robotics involved when just making a car?
I wonder how many products in our everyday lives were created with robotics.
Everyone should learn all about robotics and its implementations.
We're living in a technical world, so you should join us as we tune into technology.
Way to reach for the skies, AFG Connect News anchor Anja, for completing your private pilot certificate on July 28th, 2025. Way to go, Anja.
Thank you, Evie. My next step in my aviation journey is to start working on my instrument rating.
Many congrats to AFG anchor Victoria from completing tri-engineering at UPenn this summer. Way to go, Victoria!
Thank you, Clarissa. As the only girl out of 37 students in my camp, I realized the true need and importance of aviation for girls. I was able to collaborate with other students, as well as exemplify my own engineering and scientific knowledge in a final project. I was also able to fully experience what it is like to live, work, engineer, and play in a college-like environment.
Way to go, AFG anchor Danielle, for enjoying an air show experience at EAA AirVenture. Danielle joined the photo for Women Venture Day as well to celebrate women in aviation.
Thank you, Kate. My favorite part of EAA AirVenture was probably seeing lots of awesome airplanes, the air shows, and going to the WAI Connect breakfast with my mom.
Congratulations to Ariana and Clarissa for exploring the EAA AirVenture. The sisters enjoyed their airshow experience together. Way to go, Arya and Clarissa.
Thank you, everyone. The best part of OSH for me was seeing so many planes and learning a lot of new information. It was awesome.
Wow, look at our Aviation for Girls crew achieving so much. We are all so proud of you. If you have an accomplishment, you can email it to aviationforgirls@wai.org. We can't wait to celebrate your dreams together.
Hey, Aviation for Girls crew, why did the girls do their homework on an airplane?
To achieve a higher education. That's a good one, Kate.
Fun joke, AFG crew. I love how it connects to this broadcast theme of learning.
Unfortunately, that is a wrap for our August AFG Connect news. We can't wait to soar again with you in October, or see you at the AFG Engage e-learning event.
Do you want to contribute to Aviation for Girls? Scan this QR code to share your new ideas with us. We can't wait to hear about your new ideas and maybe aerospace puns. See you next time, AFG crew.
We would love to hear what you think about Aviation for Girls Connect News and share your joke during our next broadcast in October. Until then, keep learning. Bye.
I scanned the QR code. There are just a few questions. All ideas help build content and our AFG crew. See you in October. Bye.
Thanks for exploring Aviation for Girls Connect News with us. We will launch again in October.
Thanks for tuning in Aviation for Girls. Please share your feedback. We always want to make Connect News better for you.
Until next time, Aviation for Girls crew. See you in October.
Thanks for listening to Aviation for Girls Connect News. We'll soar again in October.
We can't wait to design our dreams with you again in October. Thanks for watching Aviation for Girls Connect News. Bye.
Next time, WAI Junior members. Ciao.
Bye, Aviation for Girls crew. Thanks for watching the August AFG Connect News. Bye.
See you next time, Aviation for Girls crew.
We can't wait to share the news with you again in October. Bye, AFG crew.
Thanks for tuning in, WAI Junior members. See you later.
Until next time, Aviation for Girls crew, see you in October.
Thanks for joining us, Aviation for Girls, and thank you to all the anchors for your time and dedication to our crew. Good luck with the start of school. We look forward to seeing you all in October.